Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. We begin today at 4 o'clock with new information from the stand in the Delphi murders trial. Today, a forensic expert for the Indiana State Police testified for the prosecution. Now, Richard Allen is the suspect who is facing murder charges in the death of two teens, Abby Williams and Libby German. Both girls went missing in February of 2017. One day later, their bodies were found near the Monon Bridge in Delphi. Our Bob Siegel is in Carroll County once again today with the new information just revealed in court.
During day 9 of testimony so far, it's been all about DNA. The state's key witness is Stacy Bozanovsky. She's on the right in this video. She's a DNA analyst for the Indiana State Police who tested dozens of samples from items recovered at the crime scene to see if she could find DNA that would identify the killer. Bozanovsky told jurors she tested clothing from Abby and Libby, tested skin cells under their fingernails, blood on their bodies and on the ground and on nearby trees. She did confirm many of the samples had DNA from the two victims. But when asked directly by Deputy Prosecutor Jim Luttrell, did you find the DNA of Richard Allen on any of the items you tested? She replied, no, I did not. That includes not finding Richard Allen's DNA on the cartridge found between the girls' bodies or on any of the hairs found at the crime scene. Bozanovsky also said sexual assault kits performed on the victims showed no signs of sexual assault. And while the overall DNA testing did show some male DNA at the crime scene, it was not linked to Allen, and the state's witness said it would not be unusual to find male DNA on clothes or other items naturally found in the environment. So why would the state put a witness on the stand to say they did not find Richard Allen's DNA? Well, to get out ahead of the defense during this afternoon's cross-examination. The defense says the lack of DNA from Allen is one of several key points showing he did not commit the crimes. By the way, some of the testimony this morning quite dry and tedious. Just how tedious? Well, some members in the gallery fell asleep, and that drew a stern warning from the judge. She said, I do not conduct court in your bedrooms. I would appreciate you not sleeping in my courtroom. We'll have more from day 9 of testimony coming up on 13 News at 5. In Delphi, Bob Siegel, 13 News.
Bob, thank you. And don't forget, every weeknight, we make it easy for you. We break down everything that happened in court today in our Delphi debrief. Tonight, Bob and our legal analysts will do a deep dive on the case. You can watch that on our WTHR Plus streaming app. It's free to download. It's on Apple TV, Amazon Fire Stick, and Roku.
Right now, an investigation is underway after police shot a man on the city's east side. This happened on Sunday on North Keeling Avenue near 10th and Sherman. IMPD says they were investigating another case in that area when a woman pulled up next to officers and said she was being held at gunpoint by a carjacker. Metro Police say they told him to get out of the car. That's when officers say he pointed a gun at them and IMPD shot him. The officer also used a taser on that suspect, who is now in critical condition. No officers were hurt. We are just 1 week away now from Election Day, and just getting people to cast their vote for president is sometimes half the battle to get people to the polls at all. But there is an important reminder to weigh in on every part of your ballot. They're called down ballot races.
It not only helps determine the balance of power in Congress, but it also will decide the future direction of issues that could impact our daily lives.
Bree Jackson explains the importance of these down ballot races and the efforts to make sure people know who and what exactly they're voting for.
All eyes on the top of the ticket in this razor-thin race between Vice President Harris and former President Trump.
Are you ready to make your voices heard?
You've been waiting for this so long. Get out and vote.
But how Americans vote in other races could determine how easily the next president's promises made on the campaign trail can be pushed through Congress.
So those down ballot races are important not only for broader support for the party and the general party's candidate, but also for thinking about governing moving forward.
This year, there are 34 Senate seats and all of the House up for grabs, with bitter battles for control of the upper chamber playing out in states like Ohio, Maryland, and Montana. Also on the ballot, hot button issues.
Things like access to abortion and reproductive rights. 9 states have ballot initiatives on the ballot that would expand or protect abortion and reproductive rights at the state level.
With power in Congress and issues that matter most to Americans at stake, there are efforts to ensure voters are informed.
We don't tell people who to vote for, but we put the information there so that people can make a decision with extra information and feel really good about the decision they're making.
Shaniqua McClendon is with Vote Save America. Their Build Your Own Ballot tool allows users to put in their address and view summaries of federal, local, and judicial contests, as well as high-stakes measures. While you cannot use it to vote online, it does serve as a sample of what to expect.
So statewide ballot initiatives, those are written in really complex legal terminology, and we go through all of those and just break them down in plain English and say what a yes vote means, what a no vote means.
And helps address growing concerns about the spread of misinformation.
Being able to go to a trusted source where you can just get straight information is really important.
All of it important to casting your ballot and having a say in your future.
To only vote on the people in Washington will never provide a complete picture of the world you could have, and having, as many people as possible who align with your beliefs in elected office.
From the top to the bottom of the ticket, your vote matters. In Washington, Bree Jackson, NBC News.
And if you were just tuning in and you want to get educated about the local races, we have much more information for you to do your homework at WTHR.com/vote. Dustin?
Yep, we've got everything you need there. And thank you. Now let's take a live look outside on this Monday afternoon. What a pleasant fall afternoon we've got. Started chilly, warmed up, Sean.
I mean, Angela and I were just talking. This has been one heck of an autumn.
It really has.
One heck.
Yep.
I mean, it's been dry, but boy, we've had everything. We've had some cool, crisp mornings, some mild afternoons. Might tack on a couple more record highs here.
Oh, a return of summer.
We're going to be close.
Okay.
We're going to be real close, friend, here. Let's show you what's going on across central Indiana at this hour. Some wispy mid-high level clouds. That's it. Another quiet day. It's warmer than yesterday. We were closer to 60 yesterday. We're closer to 70 degrees today around central Indiana. Tomorrow, we will be closer to 80. In fact, tomorrow and Wednesday. As we look to the west, 80 in St. Louis, that air comes blowing in here, and it's going to be blowing big time. We will have gusts tomorrow over 35 miles per hour. So that, along with the warmth and the dry soils and the dry air, will up the odds of possibly some brush fires the next couple of days here. Then as we move forward, here we go. We haven't had a lot of rainfall this month. Our wettest day may actually happen on Thursday. That's Halloween. We'll break down when the rain gets in, when it gets out, coming up in the 7-day forecast.